Hi, my name's Oliver Holmes, and this is your speaking test. Can you tell me your full name, please?
My name is Hưng.
Now, in this first part, I'd like to talk with you about holidays. Do you prefer to travel or stay at home during holiday periods?
I'm like the kind of person who really love going outside and discovering new exotic things. I also want to invite some of my friends and my family to go with me. But sometimes, if the weather is not comfortable with me, I would just rather stay at home.
Thank you very much. Now, I'm going to give you a topic and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Before you talk, you'll have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say, and you can make some notes if you wish. Do you understand? And here's your topic. I'd like you to describe an obstacle you have faced.
So I've met a lot of obstacles in my life. It's something obvious, but I remembered my first time participating in a debate contest organized by Youth Up Project. So my obstacle here is my communication skill. At first, I pictured myself being very perfect at communicating people, engaging into discussing different ideas. But when the first meetup of my team, I had lost, and everything that I pictured fell. And I was really nervous. I was very scared of speaking up my mind, and I can't communicate with anyone. So on the official day, the debate day, everyone seemed to be really prepared, and I couldn't really hold myself to be confident. When I was required to get onto the podium to speak up my mind, I was silenced in a couple of minutes. I just couldn't really stand the intensity of the judges, of people watching me. But I had overcame that obstacle. I had to believe in myself. I just struggled and I spoke up my mind. I just think that I just passed it by the skin of my teeth. Communication is really important for me, especially when I'm growing up. And I think that this is just an initiative for me to grow more and to understand myself better.
So we've been talking about overcoming an obstacle, and I'd like to discuss with you 1 or 2 more general questions related to this. Let's consider, first of all, overcoming obstacles and achieving goals. Do you think that learning how to overcome obstacles can help us to achieve goals more easily in the future?
I think that obstacles teach you a lot of things. Obviously, they have the saying, success is the mother of failure. I think when you failed, it hurts you, but that makes you grow stronger. That makes you acknowledge the value of lessons, of the value of accepting things, and I think it's really important. Failure toughens you to become better, and it teaches you a lot of lessons in life.
Thank you very much. That's the end of this speaking test.
Thank you.
Yay!
Oh my God.
Back.
Thanks, but it was, overall it was great, but it was a bit nerve-wracking for me because it's been like 1 year that I haven't done this test. So I just cannot control my writing on the part 2.
You wrote a lot, right?
Yeah.
So yes, and now let's check it out what the experts talk about your performance.
Okay, so Oliver, we've seen the student. What do you think?
He's great. I mean, his fluency is absolutely excellent, and his pronunciation, his stress, his emphasis as he's speaking, pretty close to being a native English speaker. I would say there were a couple of mistakes that he made, one of them involving verb tenses. You've got to be very careful in the IELTS test not to repeat grammatical mistakes. And I noticed a couple of times he repeated the word using can instead of couldn't, so the present tense instead of the past tense. So I think he needs to work on that a little bit. There were also some times when he did lose coherence a little bit when he was talking about the part 2, and he talked about the first meetup of my time. Everything I had pictured fell. I can't communicate with anyone. So there was a bit of a loss of clarity with what he was saying. I understood the concept, but it didn't sound like a native English speaker. Also, a great range of language, but I still think he could maybe expand it a little bit more. I liked his use of things like, I pictured myself doing something. Yeah, so great overall, really good.
Congratulations!
Thanks, guys.
I tell you, I do
I
believe
didn't really
that.
expect that.
Yes, and I believe that this time you will get a higher score than the last time.
Sure, I will try.
Yes, congratulations once again. And I do hope that the three of you will keep trying learning English, and you definitely will have a chance to get high scores in IELTS exam in specific and in English in general. Yes.
Thank you.
Love to see you guys.